Hi people, how y'all doing? Welcome back to the channel. It is Sandra here, and I'm back again with another video that hopefully is going to be interesting to everyone who's going to watch this video, myself inclusive. Okay, so this says critics slam AI Smith dinner for normalizing Trump. Guess who the critics are? It's The View. Anyways, I'm going to be getting into this for the first time, and without no further ado, let's just hop right into the video, people.
Was the Al Smith dinner in New York, which is a Catholic church fundraising event that invites professional comedians and political heavyweights to show off their funny sides. So Trump, hilarious, was there in person, and Kamala Harris sent in a video that co-starred Molly Shannon. Watch this.
Maybe don't say anything negative about Catholics.
I would never do that, no matter where I was. That would be like criticizing Detroit in Detroit.
President Trump talked about migrants taking cats and eating them. You know, if you're keeping track at home, this is the second time grabbing a kitty has been part of a campaign issue.
Really a pleasure anywhere in New York without a subpoena for my appearance. Anytime I don't get a subpoena, I'm very happy. They've gone after me, Mr. Mayor. You're peanuts compared to what they've done to me. I didn't like Biden very much, and now I like him quite a bit. You know, and now I say that she's much worse than him. He was a much better candidate than her, actually. And when we hopefully win, dispose of her, I like her a lot, but right now I can't stand her. It's true. I can't stand her.
Oh. Hey, I got a good one. A felon, a liar, and a traitor walk into a Catholic event. That's the joke. Thank you, Cardinal Dolan, for this wonderful moment. So is this Catholic Church event normalizing a guy who's already broken 11 of the 10 commandments? Yeah. What do you think?
I think so. You know, I hate to break with tradition, because this is a tradition, and it's a tradition to have both presidential candidates come to this particular dinner. But sometimes there's a time to break tradition. You can't have a felon, a liar, a serial cheater. You know, he had Melania next to him, his third wife, who he cheated with Stormy Daniels on while she was pregnant. I think he stands against everything and flies in the face of it. Everything that a Catholic believes and holds dear. He is not a faithful man.
Well, the Haitians in particular, I think, was an egregious sin, because those are Catholics.
Yes.
See, I disagree.
Cardinal Dolan should know that.
I disagree that being the lead Republican candidate that was nominated by his party, whether I agree or not, they need to be there, because why tell people he's crazy, we benched him? Let him speak for himself. He did that. Like, let voters decide.
Yeah, but I don't think he looked crazy last night.
No, he sound. Did you hear his jokes?
Those were highlights.
They're lame. His jokes are lame, but that was normal.
Yeah, but anyone that can, no, it was not. Anyone who cannot laugh at themselves, that's what got us Donald Trump. President Obama made a joke at the White House Correspondents' Dinner, and here we are. His niece said in the book that his dad taught him that laughter is weakness. I don't trust anyone who doesn't like animals, and I don't trust anyone who can't laugh at themselves.
Well, he said yesterday he actually had a part where he said, oh, and this is the part where I'm supposed to be self-deprecating about myself. I got nothing, because he can't be self-deprecating. But listen, this dinner raises funds for Catholic charities and some of the work that the church does with the most needy. I actually worked for Catholic charities when I was in high school. Sister Georgie Blazer sent me there. It was run by Sister Barbara Dawson in San Francisco. They help immigrants. And so to have Donald Trump sitting there, and we are pretending that he is some sort of like upstanding citizen, I find it rather offensive. I am glad Kamala Harris wasn't there. Oh, and by the way, Donald Trump mispronounced her name 11 freaking times.
He does it on purpose.
He did that
It doesn't
intentionally.
matter, because he's going to have to say Madame President.
For the last few days, the Trump campaign's been out there being like, Kamala Harris is skipping this, Catholic event. Well, she was in the swing state of Wisconsin, and I would argue that's a better use of her time than showing up to a Catholic event, using a racist slur about President Obama, swearing throughout it, making crass jokes and insulting people. Like, we played some highlights. I watched it. A lot of it didn't land, and it was awkward. It was very awkward.
He probably paid the audience like he does at his rallies.
He doesn't have money left, Joy.
On the question over normalizing, I'm very conflicted, but I want to mention one thing. Yesterday, J.D. Vance pushed back on Donald Trump, essentially saying he would use the military against American citizens.
Right.
J.D. Vance said he wouldn't do that. I was in the Oval Office with General Mark Milley and Mark Esper when he literally proposed using the U.S. military against American citizens during the George Floyd protests.
Yes,
this is not an if, a but, a maybe. And luckily then you had people who convinced him not to. That will not be the case in a second administration.
That is not a person, I think, that should be normalized by the Catholic Church.
By anybody. Birthday girl, you have a legal note.
Oh, a birthday legal note?
I don't think you're going to like this gift.
I don't, but Trump has denied ever having an affair with Stormy Daniels.
Okay, so actually I didn't know about the owl dinner, or what's called. First time actually hearing and get into it, but I know we do seem to want to criticize, or rather do criticize everything, every topic The View gets into, but I feel like this could be understandable to an extent because it is a church funding, it's a church program, right? And we all know that Donald Trump is of such huge questionable characters, right? Like he does a lot of things that really questions his character, to be honest, and hence the reason why he is the most controversial president I can remember. But then again, it's the tradition of the event, so it could be understandable. So it's actually open, right? Like if you are like a diehard critic, like The View, the women on The View, they have an opening to have like a disagreement on Trump being there. And if you're someone who really just you're kind of like chilled, you would understand that, okay, this is a tradition and Trump just happens to be the president at the time. So obviously, even though he is of questionable characters, yeah, I mean, it doesn't change so much, basically. I'm going to say it's actually like one of the mildest, would I say like The View show I've gotten into. In my opinion, this was quite mild. Maybe because I could really like see where they're coming from, to an extent, as I said. But nonetheless, I did get into this. Obviously, I would really appreciate if you guys can just put it on your thoughts, your opinions, all of that good stuff down in the comment box. Let us talk, let us chat, okay? But up on to the very next one, people. Let's keep on staying safe and healthy. If this is your first time coming on here, you are highly welcome. As already stated earlier, please do all to give this video a big thumbs up for you to do that. I'm really gonna appreciate it. And yeah, up on to the very next one. Let's keep on staying safe and healthy. So bye.